I'm Jeff Hearn, the Managing Director of IFF Training, and today I wanted to make a quick announcement regarding the development of one of our premier distance learning courses, the Mechanics of Investment Management. As part of our ongoing relationship with Middlesex University Business School, I'm delighted to announce that the course has now achieved full academic accreditation. This now means that any student studying the programme can apply to achieve a postgraduate certificate in the field of investment management. This is the first course of its kind that is able to offer that kind of qualification to students. It represents a new benchmark in education for people within the field and opens up a whole new realm of opportunity for people wishing to study, improve their skills, but at the same time also get a recognised qualification. This now means there are two pathways through the course. There's the accredited version and the non-accredited version. What this means is you can study the course as students have done in the past, look through the modules, do the case studies, get the benefit of the tutorials from our expert course leader John Dunn, and complete the course as normal. But there is another dimension for those wishing to get the full academic award, and what that means is at the end of the programme there's an additional assignment that we will ask you to undertake, and you will need to submit that to Middlesex University for marking. This really is an exciting development in the world of training for people in and around investment management, and we hope that the accredited pathway is something that will interest you.
John, tell me a bit about yourself and why we decided to do this course.
Well, thank you, Taya. Yes, good morning. I'm John Dunn. I'm from Geneva, Switzerland. I've worked in the investment industry for approximately 25 years in New York, Tokyo, and London. The course basically came out of a course which we've been running together with IFF for quite some years now, based in the UK, a residential school of investment management on a one-week basis. Now the course was pretty much designed to give people who were interested in our course, who liked the curriculum of the residential school but were unable to take a week out of their life to come and attend the course. Right.
Great, and what would you say the typical target audience is for this course?
Well, it's interesting, good question, Taya. I think the audience, like the School of Investment Management on the residential side, we found that the audience quite often is very broad. We get people from many different job descriptions within the investment management industry, coming from the administrative offices all the way to senior investment professionals up in the front office activities, running portfolios, for example. So in the design of the curriculum, we decided to make the audience very, very broad, so that even a relative beginner in the industry could obtain enough information and details about the industry to make it useful, whereby a professional, senior investment professional could also find challenging information and up-to-date market evolution information also. Absolutely.
Great, and with that in mind, what topics do you cover during the course?
Well, the course basically is broken into modules. The modules are, there's 8 of them together. Each participant is given 3 weeks period to complete the modules, plus a little final exam at the end. The modules cover basically just about every aspect of the investment management industry, starting with the financial markets, the equity market, a lot of information on the equity markets globally, the fixed income markets, the derivative markets, of course, alternative investments, due to the relative importance now, is covered in detail. Risk management is a large section now, considering the events of the market in the last few years. Asset allocation is also covered in full detail, and we have also a section on fiduciary investment for pension funds and portfolio construction for those kind of investors. So I'm going to call it a pretty broad, complete overview of the industry itself.
And you mentioned it briefly then, obviously the current climate is quite changeable. How have we dealt with this in the course?
Well, you know, it's a very, very good question. What we found is that the rate of change in the industry and in the financial markets, considering this last decade, has been very, very, very large. And a lot of new financial instruments have been created, a lot of new financial trading strategies have come to the forefront, and it's evolving very, very rapidly. So what we found is that in terms of a good review of what's been going on in the last decade or so, this is an excellent format to obtain that kind of information.
For people that are still not sure about whether they want a classroom experience or a distance learning experience, they're worried they might sort of miss out a bit doing the distance learning. What would you say to those people?
Well, that's a very good point, Tay. You know, one of the aspects of the residential school is that it's a very, very rich learning experience because participants learn from each other, and we have a lot of group discussions, we have a lot of case studies we do together. So we try as much as possible to recreate this same environment in our online distance learning courses through a chat room, also through some online videos we put up on the course material, and also through email contacts. Now, of course, if you can attend the residential school, it's great, but we found that many people just can't take a week out of their schedule for that.
Fair enough. Right. And when they get back to the office, what sort of main benefits will they have gained from the course? Well,
we found that a lot of the people that attend the course, coming from, I break it into two sections, coming from the administrative and/or middle office administrative support roles of the industry, come back with a good understanding of how their particular job role fits in the needs of the investment organization themselves. Very, very important role. On the senior investment professional side, what we found is that a lot of senior people have not had the career chance or the time to go through and understand in full detail some of the evolutionary changes over the last decade or two, which have been extremely important in the industry. So it's a good review and update for them also on the more advanced topics. Yeah. Great.
And finally, John, what would you sort of say to someone that's strongly considering registering on this course?
Well, great. I would encourage you to do so. What we've done is with IFF is that we've decided to offer the first module on an evaluation basis, so you can download it to see the sorts of information that we give in the course. It's free. It's available, and we also can be contacted in the future via email for any additional information.
Right, well, thanks very much for your time today, John.
Well, thank you, Taya. My pleasure.